Spring and May is the time when we have an absolute abundance of fresh fruit and veggies, and if you're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, you're really going to want to take advantage of these. These seasonal fruits and veggies tend to be less expensive, the most flavorful, and require the least amount of processing to actually taste good. So today I'm sharing the 15 foods you should be adding to your grocery list this May, plus meal ideas to help you achieve your weight loss and wellness goal. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance, and the first food is artichoke. Artichoke is crazy high in fiber. Each single artichoke has about 13 grams of fiber, which is like half of what most people are even trying to get in a day. Because of this, it can really help to promote satiety and help prevent sugar cravings. Artichoke is also really high in folate. Just one artichoke has about 22% of your daily folate needs. And you can use the canned or the jarred artichoke, but honestly, it's artichoke season. So like the best time to take advantage of freshly steamed artichoke with melted butter. Oh, so amazing. Like one of my absolute favorite side dishes. And it's pretty easy to prep. You just cut off the top third of the artichoke, snip off more of those pointy leaves, and then steam it for about 30 minutes. The second food you should be adding to your grocery list this May is asparagus. Asparagus is very nutrient dense and it only has about 3 net grams of carbohydrates per cup. So it's gonna have minimal, if any, impact on blood sugar level, making it a really great option for achieving a weight loss goal. And this is another one that takes minimal processing to actually make taste great. Just throw it on the grill with some salt or roast it in the oven with some olive oil and salt and maybe some garlic too. Oh my gosh. Okay, the third is avocado. Now, avocado is something that you can generally find year round, but it tends to be at its best this time of year. And avocado is what I like to call a fiber fat. It's really rich in both fiber and fat to help prevent sugar cravings and make you satisfied. People are often afraid of adding fats into their diet when they're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, but it's actually really important to make sure you're adding in high quality whole food sources of fat because it raises our satiety hormone cholecystokinin and literally shuts off your desire for things like sugar. And it's the sugar that is very detrimental for a weight loss goal. And you can use avocado in so many different ways, but probably some of the easiest is to add it onto scrambled eggs or to put it into a salad. Okay, the fourth food you should be adding to your grocery list this May is beets or our beets. Now, studies done on beets are usually done on beetroot juice, but beets themselves are really rich in dietary nitrates, and these are converted into nitric oxide in our body, which is very helpful for performance enhancement. So it can be helpful for endurance training or even just regular muscle function. So if you're incorporating exercise into your weight loss journey, then adding in some beets can also be helpful. I like just shredding up raw beets and throwing those in my salad or cutting them up into little cubes and putting them in the oven for about 20 minutes with some olive oil and salt and pepper. Okay, the fifth thing you should add to your grocery list this May is radishes. Radishes are slightly spicy. They add some crunch. I love chopping it up and throwing it into like a homemade coleslaw or putting it on top of my upgraded LA street tacos. They just add that extra flavor and crunch to make the meals that are supporting your goals taste that much better. Okay, the sixth food are carrots. Carrots typically get a bad reputation as being high in sugar, but they are extremely low glycemic. In fact, I like to make carrot fries where I just chop them up into like little fries and then I toss them with some olive oil, some paprika, maybe a little mustard powder and salt, toss those in the oven and roast them up. Or I'll even make raw carrot fries and make like a tahini dipping sauce to go along with it. Either way, it tastes great. And of course, is a much better swap than regular potatoes for helping you to achieve a weight loss goal. Okay, the seventh thing you should be adding to your grocery list are herbs like cilantro, mint, parsley. These add so much flavor, so many nutrients, and all with essentially 0 carbs. And there's a lot of different ways you can add flavor with different combinations of herbs. So you can combine parsley with mint and green onion and make like a tabbouleh, or you can just have mint tea and that acts as a natural appetite suppressant, or add cilantro to your next batch of guacamole. Okay, the eighth food are lemons. Now, lemons are also uniquely great for a weight loss goal because there's actually been research showing that it really helps to slow down the digestion of starches and stabilize blood sugar levels, which really helps you decrease that insulin response. And when we're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, we don't want really high levels of insulin because that shuts off fat burning. So you can add lemon to your water or make marinades with it or make salad dressings. Just getting in that lower pH from the lemon juice has been found to be beneficial for blood sugar control. Okay, the ninth thing that might surprise you is corn. Corn also gets a pretty bad reputation, and it's because a lot of corn products can be not great. So think about like high fructose corn syrup, obviously not something you're looking to add in when you're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, or like corn tortilla chips or corn flour. All of those are really high glycemic, won't help you achieve a weight loss loss goal. But just regular fresh corn on the cob actually has a pretty decent glycemic load. So depending on the type of corn you're getting, it'll range from low to medium glycemic. So if you're not highly carb sensitive, throwing some corn on the cob on the grill, maybe put like some pesto in there or some garlic or cotija cheese. I mean, so many ways to do corn on the cob, right? That can be a really great flavorful addition without really spiking your blood sugar and insulin level. Okay, the 10th food you should be adding to your grocery list are green beans. These used to be my absolute favorite when I was a little kid. I have distinct memories at the grocery store just taking it straight from the bin and eating it. Like, probably ate at least like 20 bucks worth of green beans when I was little that I never paid for. Samples. But green beans are also really low in carbohydrates that can spike insulin. 1 cup of green beans only has about 4 net grams of carbs. So one of my favorite ways to make green beans is you just cook it in some butter, like a combination of butter and olive oil, some salt, and then red pepper flakes and garlic. You saute that up on the stovetop. You can thank me later. Okay, the 11th food you should be adding to your grocery list this May is spinach. I mean, this is just like the perfect time of year to be making that classic spinach strawberry salad. Throw some walnuts on there, throw some chicken breast or some shrimp or some hard-boiled eggs. It's just really light, really refreshing. It makes a great lunch during the springtime. Okay, the 12th food you should be adding to your grocery list are mushrooms. There's so many different varieties of mushrooms like portobello or cremini or like those little button mushrooms. And then you can get really fancy with like oyster and chanterelle, something like that. Some of my favorite ways to use mushrooms is to use the portobello mushroom, those big mushrooms, as like a burger cap. So instead of using a burger bun that's really insulin spiking, you can take 2 portobello mushrooms and cook it for like 1 or 2 minutes on the grill just to soften it up a little bit. Throw it on top of your burger and you're good to go. Okay, the 13th food you should be adding to your grocery list are plums. Now this is just to give you a little bit of a sweet treat without having so much sugar that you're adding into your diet. 1 plum only has about 6 net grams of carbohydrates, so it's relatively low. You can just have the plum after dinner as a little dessert or pair it with a Greek yogurt bowl. Just make sure your Greek yogurt bowl is made with unsweetened Greek yogurt. That way you're not adding on more sugar. Okay, along those same lines, the 14th food are apricots. 1 apricot only has 3 net grams of carbohydrates. That's actually really low for a fruit. And there's a bunch of different ways you can prepare apricots. Like you can just throw them on the grill if you wanted to and pair it with a little bit of whipped cream, like homemade 0 sugar whipped cream, which I do have a recipe for. I'll have it linked right up here. Or even just have 1 to 2 fresh apricots as a dessert. Just make sure to stay away from the dried apricots or dried fruit in general because the sugar content really starts to skyrocket. Okay, the 15th food you should be adding to your May grocery list are fresh peas. These are also surprisingly low glycemic with a glycemic load of 5, which is very low. One of my favorite ways to have fresh peas is to toss it with some pesto and some cooked broccoli, like sauteed broccoli, and then pair that with whatever protein I'm having. Like it could be a burger or meatballs or shrimp or chicken, whatever it is. It's just really refreshing and it provides more variety to my meals, so I'm not going to get tired of them. Now make sure you check out the 15 foods I never buy as a nutritionist with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right guys, thanks so much for tuning in and I'll see you in my next video.